For the first time in more than half a century, the South Australian seat of Sturt has fallen into Labor hands, leaving the Liberals without a single MP from Adelaide. State political reporter Leah McLennan joins us now. And Leah, can you take us through what happened in South Australia?
Well, ahead of the election, there were really only two South Australian electorates that were really attracting interest as ones that could change hands. And that was Boothby in the south of Adelaide and Sturt in the city's east. Now, Boothby was already held by Labor. It had been won from the Liberals at the previous election by the Labor's Louise Miller-Frost. She had back then about a 3.3% margin. So there was a lot of ground that the Liberals would have had to have made up there. It was made a bit more interesting because the Liberals candidate was Nicole Flint. She'd previously been a sitting MP in that seat but had retired. So there was certainly a lot of interest there, but as the polls were consistently favouring Labor throughout the campaign, it became less and less likely that the Liberals were actually going to be able to take that seat. So attention was then squarely on Sturt in the east. That was held by the Liberals' James Stephens, but it had the smallest of margins. It was just 0.5%. And so there was a lot of attention there about what Labor's Claire Clutterham could do. And as it turns out, on election night, the huge swings across the nation, Sturt wasn't immune from those. And it was called, some thought it might have been too close to call on the night, but that's not what eventuated. James Stephens called Claire Clutterham only a few hours into the count, conceded, and then made a speech to his party faithful where he conceded that he had lost the seat of Sturt, and it's the first time that that has happened in more than 50 years. It means that all of the metropolitan seats are now in Labor's hands. There is Mayo, which you could say is a peri-urban seat that's held by independent Rebecca Sharkey, but it really leaves the Liberal strongholds in South Australia just in the regions. The two large seats of Grey in the north and Barker in the south are the only seats that the Liberal Party still holds in South Australia now.